Hello, dreamers! Ano nga kaya ang nangyari during my first principal interview? In this video, I will share to you what happened during the first PI, including the questions they asked me. I will also share more questions that other principals and interviewers asked me in my other interviews. Good morning. Would it be possible to Google Meet with you sometime today so I can let you know more about the position? When I received this email from a principal in Texas, I hurriedly prepared for it, and I remember wearing sweatshirt, putting on little makeup, and making sure the notes I got from the mentoring program was beside the laptop. I don't recommend wearing sweatshirt. When I got into the Google Meet, the principal and the guidance counselor were there. The first thing they asked me is to introduce myself. I told them these key information: my name, the country where it came from, what I teach, years of teaching experience, the educational attainment, and a one-liner teaching philosophy. Say, for example, I am calculated risk, I am from the Philippines, I teach mathematics from grade 7 to grade 12, I have 9 years of teaching experience, I hold a master's degree in mathematics, and I have units in Doctor of Education major in Educational Management. After that, my principal asked me this one. I have been interviewing applicants from other countries and they always asked about visa sponsorship. I want to tell you ahead that we do not offer visa sponsorship. Are you also in need of a sponsorship? Because that's something we can't give. In my mind, I'm not asking for it. Alam ko ang sasabihin ko, so I was just smiling when he asked me that question. And then I told him that I am willing to pay for my visa sponsorship and I already have a visa sponsor in mind. So at that time, I still don't have an idea about Alliance Abroad Group. What I know is I am willing to secure a slot from Teach USA because they were posting on Facebook that they have few slots for J1 visa. Then he said, great. That's when I knew that the advantage that I have from the other applicants they interviewed is that I am not looking for visa sponsorship. The next questions were the following. Do you have experience teaching geometry and what about financial mathematics? So I told the principal that I have 9 years teaching geometry at nasabi ko pa nga na I love geometry. Ay nako, when it comes to financial mathematics, we don't have a subject like that in the Philippines, but I have units in that when I was in college and in masters, and also teach concepts related to that in the senior high school department. The last question was, how long will you be teaching here? At that point, I explained to them that the J1 visa will allow me to have a 3-year contract teaching here in the United States of America and work for an extension that will be 2 years. So in total, I can stay in the America for 5 years. That's it. They were just smiling and nodding, which for me means it's positive. Yung parang, oo, parang good siya, good siya. Yung parang ganun yung pinapakita nila sa akin. And then the guidance counselor was just smiling at me. And then after that, sabi ng principal that he will just talk to the HR because I still have to work on the J1 visas. And I forgot to mention na naaalala ko nung nag-Google Meet na nakausap ko yung superintendent, sabi ng principal ko na he would rather have a substitute for 2 months and wait for me kaysa naman magkaroon siya ng substitute for the rest of the year. O diba? Watch my video kung paano ko nakuha ang job offer ko from the interview I had with the principal in Texas. After that interview, I needed to continue sending emails to more principals in other states. I got more principal interview invites which gave me a rich experience kung ano ang nangyayari sa interviews. Kasi nga diba, hindi ko nakuha agad si job offer. Now, I will share to you the questions that other interviewers from other states asked me. Kasi diba, dahil hindi ko pa nakuha si job offer, nag-apply pa rin ako, hindi ako tumigil. So the first question is, what do you usually do in a day as a teacher in the Philippines? What do they mean with this one is the routine that we have in the Philippines. The time we arrive in school, the preparation that we do, how many loads or how many classes do we have in a day. Next is, how do you manage 50 students in a class? What I shared to them are the strategies that we have. Magaling tayo dyan kasi marami tayong observations and demonstrations, diba? Marami tayong strategies dyan sa Pinas. How do you incorporate literacy in the classroom? Yung nasa isip ko at that moment, yung mga literacy, computer literacy, yung reading and everything. So, in all the activities, naka-embed na yan. So, Ganon ko siya sinagot. The next question, how do you make the class discussion engaging for the students? In this question, I can remember it was Murphy High School that asked me this one, and I was just genuinely telling them that I really crack jokes whenever I do discussions in mathematics. Students get bored when you discuss mathematics, so para nakukuha ko yung attention nila, nagjo-joke ako, medyo nakakatawa ako sa klase. In that way, nakukuha ko yung attention nila. And while I was explaining that and telling that story, assistant principal, the math coordinator were just like, oh, I love the attitude. Kaya siguro gusto nila akong kunin. What other skills do you have in case you are given a coaching position? So, at this point, sa question na ito, yung sinagot ko, dapat related muna sa position ina-applyan ko. I can remember that as an advice ni Mr. L. So, ang sinagot ko, I have an experience coaching students who join Math Quiz Bee or leading math club. I also shared my experience about handling clubs on leadership, also the dance club, students who join pageantry. Pero alam mo, may advantage ka if you coach for basketball, tennis, powerlifting, yung iba't ibang sports kasi dito sa Amerika, they focus on sports. Buhay na mga mag-aaral sa paaralan yung sports. It gives them the motivation para mag-aral kasi they want sports. And then the last question na, always akong tumatagilid kasi whenever I explain the answer, yun na yung do or die talaga. How long will it take you to be here in the US? So, I just have to be honest. I would always explain the J1 visa processing duration, that it has a minimum of 2 months to process. And then, that's when the principals would say na sino bang principal ang may gustong substitute muna at the beginning of the school year. So, what was on my mind was like, okay, ang labanan is sinong principal ang willing na hintayin ako given na I need to work on the visa for 2 months. Yun, I just kept on sending emails every after interviews. I have tips for you. At the beginning, set the tone. Talaga, set the tone. This is one of the reminders of Mr. L na I am so sure in-apply ko sa first ever interview ko. And hindi super bragging, hindi naman super humble. Nasa chill ka lang. Another tip I can give you is be genuine sa storytelling mo. Don't make up stories. Kasi baka mag-follow-up questions sila at baka malito ka sa gusto mong isagot. So, be genuine na kung ano yung experience mo na nangyari talaga na pwedeng isagot sa question, yun yung i-share mo. Practice to improve your English speaking skills. Kailangan nating bigyang panahon na mag-practice to improve our English speaking skills. It's not enough na alam mo yung sagot. What will matter is how you deliver it, kung paano mo itatawid yung mga gusto mong sabihin. In one question, maraming pwedeng lumabas sa isip mo na pwedeng isagot. How will you connect all those answers will matter. So, practice. And then the last thing is, join a mentoring program. Honestly, ako yung tao na pala research. And I thank God that I came across Dr. L's Facebook account and then I was able to enroll in his mentoring program. If not because of that, I will not have an idea about IEP, accommodations, and some strategies na pwedeng gawin. And aside from that, I won't have an idea what to expect in an interview. Yes, there are other vloggers or YouTubers posting about what happens in an interview, pero iba yung impact na nagawa ng mentoring program. Plus, if you were watching my videos, you know about the proposed resume and cover letter that I got from the mentoring program. It attracted a lot of principals, giving me a chance to be interviewed. Kaya mag-enroll ka na sa kanya. 3,500? I swear, sulit. I swear, sulit na sulit. O ayan, ang dami ko na namang kuda. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!